Yeah, babies. Definitely babies. Abyss? Holy damn, I'm stupid. Thank you for the assist. And who knows, I'm probably inventing new words that, like, 50 years down the line will be words in the dictionary, actually. They call me a trendsetter. Yeah, like vabbing. When you vape, you can say you're also vabbing. Yeah, vabbing is a word. Basically, you wear your vaginal... Okay, what? Never mind. The fuck was that? What the fuck did I actually just look at? I'm just vabbing right now? I'm sure you are. Hope you're having a wonderful time doing it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna search it. I'm gonna just move the tab out. Wait a minute. What? It's a TikTok trend? Wait. What is this? Vabbing, the TikTok trend that says you should use vaginal juice as perfume. This was made 3 days ago. It feels like just yesterday our brains were all trying to compute and process the wonders of the Mormon sex practice soaking. Yet here we are again with another viral TikTok trend we need to talk about. It's called vabbing, a poetic merging of the words vagina and dabbing. Basically, you wear your vaginal fluids as perfume. You put your fingers inside yourself, dab your juice on your wrist, neck, behind the ears, wherever you normally put perfume. Oh man, okay. People talking about it on TikTok reckon the pheromones from your poussoir will help you attract partners, and they swear by it. You know, I'm happy dying alone. I've made my peace with that. I told you it was a word. I thought you were joking, DJ. You can't communicate sarcasm through just plain text, dude. Influencer and fashion writer Mandy Lee has kickstarted the viral trend on TikTok, posting a video about vabbing a few weeks ago, and since then has had over 1.5 million views. I swear if you vab, you'll attract people, like a date and a one-night stand, or you'll just get free drinks all night. 2022 was really pog. This is the timeline I'm supposed to be. When I've ever lied to you, I thought you were just playing along with the joke of the Wordle. How was I supposed to know you're being serious? I just typed it in because I was like, is this a word? I didn't know. And then I come across this monstrosity of an article. It was written 3 days ago. What are the chances 3 days ago a TikTok trend involving vaginal juices comes up, and while I'm doing a Wordle 3 days later, I somehow type in the exact letters to type in this exact trend? Like, what are the chances of that actually happening? Who knows where the practice of wearing your vaginal fluids as perfume originated? Maybe cave people? No, don't do that. Don't discredit the sanctity of cave people. But according to Mandy Lee, the term vabbing came from a podcast called the Secret Keepers Club. In a Daldameht stream, chances are 100%? Apparently so. A Daldameht stream, you never know what happens. That's the beauty of the stream. It's a certain charm to it. Comedians who host the show spoke to a listener who experimented using her coochie juice as perfume. She said she had overwhelmingly positive results, and now all her friends are doing it too. Popular sexologist? What's a sexologist? Who hosts the podcast Lovers and Friends with Shan whatever, is a huge fan of vabbing. She wrote about it in her book, The Game of Desire. She raved about it on podcasts and interviews and on YouTube. Says she's been doing it for over 15 years and says by transferring your pheromones, you're transferring that excitement and making people drawn to your raw human scent. I approve of this trend. I get to sniff without the scratch, see if I like it or not. I'm happy dying alone. I made my peace with God. So does it work? What does science say? To figure out whether or not there's any legitimacy behind vabbing, we have to start with the legitimacy of pheromones. Pheromones are chemicals produced by a gland in animals, insects, etc. that transfer information, like dogs, for example, with the whole sniffing each other's butts business. But according to a professor of evolutionary biology at the University of Melbourne, humans don't have these glands. I mean, it's the oldest and most ancestral way in which we have to communicate. Do we use it in humans? I'm sure we did in our ancestral past. We may well have been using odors when Homo sapiens first sort of emerged as distinct species. I'm tired of them trying to stain the legacy of cavemen. Leave cavemen alone. They were pure and innocent. Stop that. More than half these bitches don't know how to balance their coochie pH balance. And now you bitches dipping into your coochie juice to wear that shit like Macy's perfume. Professor Al Gore says there's no research that vabbing works. Okay, there's only a little bit more and then I'm done with this monstrosity. He also says when it comes to trying to attract potential lovers, Humans are looking at a whole range of other signals. It could be how you look, it could be how you speak, the frequency, your voice, that seems to have an influence. How assuming you are, how charming you are, it could be all sorts of things. Sexologist, this doesn't seem like a real thing. A sexologist is a person who studies sexual relationships. Oh. Sexologist also acknowledges that there's no science behind the practice of vabbing, but for her it's all about how it makes her feel. There's no conclusive advice on the impact of vabbing. The fun is when it's something that you do because you believe it will make you feel more confident. Whatever makes you feel like you can bust that shit open and feel hella confident. And she's right. Who is anyone else to judge what makes you feel empowered, sexual, and confident? If using your puss juice as perfume does that for you, unless you have bacterial vaginosis, there's no harm. It's completely safe, and there won't be a strong smell. But Professor Al Gore also wants us to know that from a biological perspective, in a hetero sense, it's actually the other way around, and it's men who should be doing things like vabbing, trying to attract potential partners. I'm sure there would be people who would somehow see this as empowering, but it doesn't seem to me to be particularly empowering. As females, you're the ones making the choices. So to sum it up, instead of TikTokers encouraging vabbing, maybe they should really be encouraging pabbing. Okay, chat. A Daldameht stream is both informative and entertainment. It's education and entertainment. No, men should not be vabbing whatsoever. To any men in the chat, do not vab whatsoever. Do not stick your... I don't know, what would you even... How would men even vab? Like your... Like penis sweat, or like what would you do? I'm currently pabbing. DJ, you already have a partner. Your strat already works. You don't need to do anything. Yep. As it goes, chat, on a Daldameht stream, you learn something new every day. Okay. It's infotainment, as I like to say. Wait a minute. Only all of you in chat will understand what the fuck that tweet means. Everyone else is just, they have no idea.